All is calm, all is right. That for me captures a perfect, relaxed December. I'm not naturally calm, not in the least. So I don't just arrive in that space. I have to set it up for myself. And over the years, it took me 65, I've noticed that there are a few small things, not big plans, not big traditions, not must-dos, should-dos, that make December feel easier for me, calmer, more relaxed, less anxious. I thought I'd highlight a few of those. See if they speak to you too. If I'm being honest, well, it doesn't take a whole lot of observation. I'm not a calm person, and I have to really pay attention if I want to calm myself. All my life, pretty much, I've had very busy Decembers, doing things for other people, going to functions for business or home, friends, family, a full schedule, the need to shop, my anxiety rising with every single one of those events. I finally realized those things don't do a whole lot for how I feel. And I'd rather have a December that's relaxed, casual, time for myself and for things that really matter. And I've had to set it up, so to speak, to fight those urges to do all kinds of things for everyone else. Yeah, it took a little bit of focus and commitment. I discovered in the course of time that I can't tolerate clutter. Part of this realization came to me from living in this little house. Clutter doesn't do anything for a small space. It makes me frazzled, anxious, all. This helped me think about December too. Not just because of the clutter we accumulate with gift giving, gift receiving, people coming and going. Not just that, but the busyness in a schedule all cluttered with things to do. I decluttered those. More importantly, as I unpacked my month, discarded items or put them tidily away, it gave me some breathing room. And I need that breathing room to thrive. I call that decluttering my mental space, not just my environment. In that vein, what does my schedule look like? Blank. Well, mostly blank. I don't schedule myself up in December anymore. I found that I was too inclined to put obligations or events that other people had cooked up that I would be taking part in. These days, I prefer my things to be self-initiated. It's such a relief not to have to be on, not to have that oppressive feel of filled blocks on a schedule. I'm happy to say I have almost nothing scheduled in December. And every year, I seem to put more and more things on the chopping block. I won't even put a lot of doctor's appointments in there, even though they're pretty important to me. Heck, I got freed up to drive a couple days ago after breaking my leg. You bet I was going to that appointment. There's happy exceptions. So my sense of calm comes from a freed up, unscheduled schedule. And what does that free me up to do? Well, putter around my house, really enjoy my space, enjoy that I have it, enjoy that it feels homey to me, enjoy that it's a familiar place and that I can take that in. I get to wake up and have my 2 cups of cheapskate latte at leisure. It takes 2 hours. I want to have my leafy greens for breakfast because they keep me healthy. And then I don't have to think about doing leafy greens the rest of the day, you know what I mean? I want to enjoy dishing out Brecky's food and finding a little bit of this and that he'll enjoy. And then have the pleasure of seeing him just rush to it and slurp it up. I want to have a chance to be random I love to browse the internet. I like, the randomness of it. My lack of commitment to any one thing. The freedom to be delighted or drawn to whatever captivates me in the moment. That's what my December days ideally look like. The days are short this month, though the light outside, as it comes in my windows, it's so pretty. I've left them unconcealed for you to see. There's a little bit of snow, but the nighttime, this little house has a special kind of shine. I don't use overhead lights, but because I need lightness in my life and for my eyes, which are now getting old, I have a multitude of lights scattered around the house. They catch my eye because of their design, but not only because of that. They put pools of light here and there around my rooms. They light up special little nooks and crannies of my living room, my bedroom, my bathroom. They call attention to the minutiae of the spaces I live in, the pleasurable minutiae, little things that I might not notice otherwise, and little places in my little house that I can appreciate in the moment. I think of my lights, like pizza dough. You know how it is when you stretch it out, you end up with corners and blobs in what's to become the crust of your pizza? In the dark shadows of the evening, my lights, they light up corners and blobs in my home. And light is but for a moment. It takes that moment to appreciate it. And I do. In December, for me, the magic is in the moment. And I've been working a little bit at that lately. Because I'm finding that momentary connection, micro meetings of the mind are really important this month. And they give me a kind of relaxation and calm about the universe that really I haven't felt before. And December is an ideal time to make that happen. They are micro connections, a few sentences exchanged with someone you may not have noticed before, and they may not have noticed you either. But you have a minute or a few seconds to arrive at the same place in the planet and acknowledge one another. I've been experiencing the beauty of that lately with the garbage guy, the woman at the grocery store who also broke her ankle, the mailman, and the guy who pulled up to my house and snowplowed my driveway for me, just because. And in that moment, when I paid attention, we could acknowledge each other. And if they made my day with that momentary connection, I had a feeling I made their day too, for the same reason. All in all, I've stopped making December be some kind of special month. A thing you put on the calendar and you fill with activities. Instead, I want to be here and do December. Feel December. At this time of year, the snow is fun. It's clean and white. It's a surprise, the way it blankets the universe. It makes the world quieter here, dampens the loudness of people scurrying and busying about. It's not yet the bitter cold of February, but I can enjoy stepping out my door and getting a lungful of fresh air. I'm no longer driven by anticipation through the month. Instead, I'm more enjoying the moments that December has to offer, right then and there. And that's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe and we'll talk soon, all right? See you then.